Make every minute work for you. Jim Rohn, Motivation. Time is the most valuable asset every human being possesses, and yet it is often the one that is wasted the most. Unlike money, which can be earned, invested, or recovered, time once spent is gone forever. Jim Rohn, one of the greatest motivational teachers of all time, consistently emphasized that how you use your minutes ultimately defines how you live your years. The phrase, "make every minute work for you," is not just a slogan, but a guiding philosophy that, if truly practiced, can transform your life. Every person in the world, no matter their background, education, or financial status, is given the same 24 hours in a day. The difference between the successful and the unsuccessful lies not in how many hours they receive, but in how they manage and invest those hours. When Jim Rohn talked about time, he often reminded us that discipline, focus, and intentionality are the bridges that connect dreams to reality. Success is not an accident. It is the result of small, daily actions multiplied over time. And those actions are born in the minutes we choose either to waste or to use wisely. To make every minute work for you, you must begin by understanding the true value of time. Time is more precious than gold because gold can be stored, traded, and reused, but time is constantly slipping away, never to be retrieved. Many people live as though they have unlimited tomorrows, putting off their dreams until some mythical right time. Jim Rohn taught that the right time never arrives unless you create it. Procrastination is the silent thief of opportunity, and every minute delayed is a step further from your goals. If you think about it, great achievements are rarely accomplished in giant leaps. They are the cumulative effect of consistent minutes invested in the right direction. A book is written one page at a time. A marathon is run one step at a time. A fortune is built one transaction at a time. The magic lies in taking advantage of each moment as it presents itself. Making every minute work for you requires clarity of purpose. Without a clear destination, your minutes will scatter into meaningless activities. Jim Rohn often said, "If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much." This means that unless you consciously direct your time, the world will direct it for you, and usually not in ways that benefit you. Distractions, entertainment, other people's agendas, all can easily consume your minutes if you are not intentional. To live a life of significance, you must ask yourself, what do I want? Where do I want to go? Who do I want to become? Once you have clarity, you can structure your days and minutes around those goals. Suddenly, each minute has meaning because it is part of a larger picture. Reading a book, practicing a skill, making a phone call, exercising, meditating, these are no longer random activities but deliberate steps toward your vision. Discipline is the glue that holds the philosophy of time management together. Jim Rohn said, "Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment." Many people have goals, but very few practice the discipline required to achieve them. Discipline is what ensures that your minutes are not wasted in the heat of temptation or laziness. For instance, you may plan to read for an hour, but without discipline, you may instead spend that hour scrolling through social media or watching television. The truth is that discipline doesn't restrict you, it liberates you. It frees you from regret, from mediocrity, from the pain of wasted potential. Every disciplined action today compounds into a better tomorrow. When you discipline yourself to make every minute work for you, you turn your life into a masterpiece, painted not in broad strokes of luck, but in tiny, deliberate strokes of consistency. Another key principle is the power of compounding. Just as money grows when invested wisely, so too does your time. 5 minutes used to learn a new word every day will result in a rich vocabulary in a year. 10 minutes of daily exercise will transform your body over time. 30 minutes of focused reading will expose you to dozens of books in a single year. The problem is that many people underestimate the small minutes and overestimate the big moments. They believe success comes from one big break, one major event, or one stroke of luck. Jim Rohn constantly reminded us that success is not extraordinary. It is ordinary actions done consistently. If you waste 5 minutes here and 10 minutes there, over time you lose hours, days, even years. But if you invest those same minutes in growth, the return is exponential. To truly make every minute work for you, you must also develop the ability to say no. Every invitation, distraction, or shiny opportunity is a request for your minutes. If you say yes to everything, you dilute your energy and scatter your time. Jim Rohn advised being selective with your associations and your activities. He often said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." This means that who you give your minutes to matters just as much as what you give your minutes to. Spend your time with people who inspire, challenge, and uplift you, and you will rise. Spend your time with people who waste, complain, and gossip, and your minutes will be squandered. Protect your time as though it were a treasure, because it is. Productivity is not about being busy. It is about being effective. Many people fill their days with endless activity but achieve very little. To make every minute work for you, you must focus on priorities, not just tasks. Jim Rohn encouraged us to ask, what is the most valuable use of my time right now? Not what is easiest, not what is most urgent, but what is most important. This simple question can transform your productivity. For example, instead of spending hours on meaningless emails, you could spend that time creating, learning, networking, or building. The key is not to confuse motion with progress. You can run in circles all day and end up exactly where you started. True progress comes when each minute pushes you closer to your goals. Another essential element is balance. Making every minute work for you does not mean becoming a machine that never rests. Jim Rohn taught that life is about balance. Work, play, love, learning, health, and contribution all matter. If you only work and neglect your health, relationships, or personal joy, you will eventually burn out. Therefore, making every minute work for you also means using minutes to rest, recharge, and connect. Even leisure can be productive if it nourishes your soul and renews your energy. The goal is not to fill every minute with work, but to make sure every minute serves your greater purpose, whether through productivity, rest, or connection. Reflection is also a powerful way to make your minutes count. Jim Rohn emphasized the value of journaling, reviewing your day, and learning from your experiences. Reflection turns experience into insight, and insight into wisdom. Without reflection, minutes may be spent but not truly utilized. By taking time to think, you multiply the value of every action, ensuring that mistakes are corrected, lessons are learned, and victories are celebrated. In the end, making every minute work for you is about creating a life of intention. Most people drift through life carried by circumstances and distractions, never realizing the power they hold over their time. But those who master their minutes master their destiny. Jim Rohn's wisdom reminds us that success is not about extraordinary talent or luck. It is about the wise use of time. Every great leader, inventor, entrepreneur, and thinker built their legacy 1 minute at a time. The same opportunity lies before you. Your minutes can either serve you or betray you. They can either build you up or slowly drain you. The choice is yours. Imagine waking up every day with the mindset that every minute is a seed. How would you plant your seeds? Would you waste them on weeds of distraction, or would you cultivate them into fruits of achievement? If you see time as an investment, you will treat your minutes with reverence. Each minute will become a chance to learn, to grow, to love, to serve, to build. This is the essence of Jim Rohn's philosophy. Success is not something you pursue, it is something you attract by the person you become. And the person you become is shaped by how you spend your minutes. So make every minute work for you. Guard your time, cherish it, discipline it, and invest it. Stop waiting for the perfect moment and start creating it. Read the book, take the walk, make the call, write the page, practice the skill. Do not underestimate the power of a single minute, for in 1 minute you can make a decision that alters the course of your life. In 1 minute, you can choose discipline over laziness, growth over stagnation, courage over fear. 1 minute can be the turning point of your destiny.